Ryan Garcia looking spooky.
Welcome to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing. Make sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Seriously, hit it like it owes you money. Want to go the extra mile? Drop a super chat or donate to the Cash App because who doesn't love supporting quality content? Catch me live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. See you there.
Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents. We talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing King Ryan Garcia, and how he has been looking in his media workouts. Now, Ryan Garcia has a fight coming up with Rolly Romero, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed to the build up to this fight. I know it's a lot of people saying, well, nobody wanted to see this fight. Nobody wanted to see this fight. But I think a lot of people, ever since the sparring footage dropped, some interest in the Rolly versus Ryan fight at 135 pounds. I think it's good that they're fighting at 147 pounds. They've both moved up. I always thought that the build up to the Ryan Rolly fight will be way more interesting, way more entertaining, because we know how Ryan and Rolly are. But for some reason, everybody's so calm and professional all of a sudden, and that's just really was not what I was expecting from Ryan and Rolly. Now, I must say, I checked out Ryan Garcia's media workout and I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I am impressed. I see Ryan Garcia using his jab, he's using his footwork, he's pivoting, he's turning, he's changing up the power on his shots. And you are seeing that Derrick James is now showing him how to implement and use his power and his speed to punch, period, not just throw that left hook. His jab is fast and powerful. He has an uppercut he's been working on that's fast and powerful. His hook, we already know, is fast and powerful. And now he's pivoting and using his feet. Now, I always say, you go back throughout my old videos. I've been making videos about Ryan Garcia. You can go back through all my old videos. I said, if Ryan Garcia gets serious about boxing, he is going to be a huge problem in the boxing world. He's going to be a huge problem if he ever gets serious. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I never thought Ryan Garcia would get serious about boxing. I really didn't. I thought he was just gonna ride his talent, because his talent, of course, could take him very far. Because his speed and power in that left hook overcame a lot of his flaws, which is what I think people that they never want to admit. When certain fighters have certain attributes, they overcome a lot of their flaws and they're able to get far in the boxing space just because of their talent alone. We've seen it happen with multiple fighters, and a lot of people want to accuse them, oh, they can't box, they can't do this and they can't do that. Listen, they're just taking their talent and the skill they do have and they're going as far as they can with it, and with whatever they're doing, they can beat a lot of people. So I'm very surprised that Ryan Garcia decided to go back to Derrick James. I'm glad that he did, and focus and get laser sharp focus on improving his skill and improving his fundamentals. So now you implement improving my fundamentals with my skill and my talent. Ryan Garcia is now a very dangerous fighter, in my opinion. Does this make him elite? Do I think this makes him elite? No, not yet. I don't think he's elite yet. He is clearly working on it. And if he's able to beat some big names and get him on his resume, get a championship belt like all the other people, to solidify himself, I think he has a possibility of getting up there. And that's just my 2 cents about the situation. I'm looking at these videos and I feel like he's gonna stop Rolly early. I see Rolly getting caught. And I listen, I'm a fan of Rolly too. I like Rolly, and honestly, I feel like Rolly has been getting better as a boxer. Even though he didn't win the pit bull fight. If you go back and look at Rolly throughout his career, because I follow Rolly throughout his career, he has gotten better as a fighter. And people just don't want to admit that. They just want to leave these fighters stuck in certain phases of their career where they didn't like them or they didn't look as good, and they don't want to admit that fighters are getting better. But we're gonna be objective over here. Whether I have criticisms and critiques about a fighter, I'm still gonna tell the truth and be honest about it. And if we're being honest, Ryan Garcia is looking pretty good in this media workout. And now I'm curious. They're saying, I seen the interview with Devin Haney on the Najee Cigar Talk, and he said they've already signed to fight one fight in a rematch. So I was wondering if they were really gonna rematch again, if Ryan was gonna rematch him, if Devin was gonna rematch him, if it was gonna be a whole big, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, woo woo woo. But they said the fight's already signed, so I guess they're going to drop. You know what I'm saying? I guess they're going to drop the lawsuit as of now, and as we know, the lawsuit is still pending. But I guess they're going to drop the lawsuit, and we're going to get the rematch. Now, with that being said, I hope Devin Haney looks phenomenal in his next fight. I hope he looks phenomenal. I hope he puts the question mark in everybody's mind, like, ooh, will Ryan be able to beat him in the rematch? Will Ryan be able to beat him in the rematch? And right now, I feel like it's just a bad style matchup for Devin, and Ryan will beat him in the rematch. But that's just my 2 cents. But especially looking at this footage of him in this workout video. I mean, and I know people are saying, because I've talked to a few people about this, and they don't like Ryan. People don't like Ryan. I get it. I understand. But they're like, it doesn't matter, the bags don't hit back, and once he get in the ring, he's going to revert back to his old ways and this and this and that. And listen, I said he needs 2 or 3 fights under Derrick James, and he's going to be a completely different fighter. He just needs 2 or 3 fights under Derrick James. He needs to stay with Derrick James, continue to be trained by Derrick James, and he's going to be something at 147 pounds. We've been writing Ryan off. We've been like, oh, Boots gonna run through 147. Listen, I think Boots, and I heard that Ryan called out Ennis. I think Jerron Boots Ennis and Ryan Garcia is a very interesting fight. I think Boots win, but that's a very interesting fight. I think that's a huge fight at 147 pounds, especially if they could make the fight for undisputed and Ryan is able to capture one of those belts. That'll be a really great fight. But as y'all can see, Ryan on the reflex bag, this is his claim to fame, the reflex bag. And you gotta admit, Ryan got some crazy reflexes. And whether you like Ryan, he races, all of that, okay, but you gotta admit, Ryan looks better. He's clearly been working on his skill. He's clearly taking boxing more serious. And I can't wait to see this card coming up. I can't wait to see Devin in the ring. I hope he looks phenomenal. I hope Ryan stops Rolly early. I hope we get the Devin Ryan rematch. It will be one of the biggest fights of 2025. But let me know what you think about Ryan Garcia and his new and improved skill and him going back to Derrick James by dropping your 2 cents below in the comments. Follow me on IG at 2 cents boxing. Follow me on X at 2 cents 20. Give me a call at 281-845-2103 and leave your 2 cents. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.